First step is the exhaust. One of the first things to do to make the car quicker. This is because it's, well, preventing the engine from being able to breathe, because at the minute, especially in these newer cars, you've got OPF, silencers, catalytic converters, back boxes, everything a petrol head hates. And I can't think, I would be so disappointed if I bought a BMW M3 brand new and it sounded like this. BMWs aren't known for sounding like amazing anyway, but that just sounds like a mouse whispering. That is not an M car sound. Let's, well, hopefully improve it with this Scorpion full exhaust system. Let's get to it. So the goal here is to get all the exhaust gases out the engine as quickly as possible. And on this exhaust system, there's a lot of things in the way. And on the aftermarket exhaust, there's not going to be. First job is to start taking off the old exhaust system. I'm going to be unbolting the hangers from the actual chassis of the car, and there's plenty of them. And I'm hoping we can lower down this exhaust as one complete kit. I've just got the sensors to undo on the OPFs. And the last thing holding it up is this little strut bar here. And once that's out of the way, we can lower it down.
It's gonna fall.
Oh! Oh, it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
That worked quite well.
Oh my god, we're dialed. Dialed? What's that supposed to be? The old exhaust system is now off. And look at all the boxes that are in there. That's getting thrown in the bin. What does it get?
Thrown in the bin.
What does it get?
Thrown in the bin.
Our next step is to move to the downpipes. These are probably going to be the most restrictive parts of the exhaust. There's two of them. One bolted to each turbo. Remember, this is a twin turbo car. But because both of them are bolted to the turbos, they're pretty difficult to get to. And we've got to remember to disconnect the lambda sensors. One before the cat and one after it. One cat. And we're just about getting away the second downpipe. Strength. Yes. Disconnecting the last lambda sensor and we're out. Oh! They put MA logo on it.
That looks sick.
That does look good. Mad. Then the exhaust gas will be forced to go out, down this area, into the back box, and out through the exhaust tips. But when the valve's open, straight down, open, straight pipe, baby. Loud noises. I feel like it is going to be too loud. And a lot of people comment and say, Matt, you do know that louder sometimes isn't better. Well, that is correct. And I feel like on this car, you all could be correct, because I haven't heard an M3 which sounds very nice, to be honest.
Oh, controversial.
We're doing this for power. We're doing this for power gains.
So we can beat a Lamborghini.
Yeah, I would like someone to argue with me if they have heard an M3 which sounds which sounds nice. Obviously, excluding the V8 M3, but G80 is a no.
All it takes for this valve to work is a small spring and then a motor which sits on top which attaches to that spring, and the electronics in the car tell it to open or close. Now I'm going to try and lift this up all as one piece. I've just got to bolt the hangers again to the chassis of the car. You can see that here. And there's also some in the middle of the exhaust as well. Then I can start connecting up all the exhaust clamps. And of course the sensors which we disconnected when we took the exhaust off. And finally, plug in the exhaust valves. Each side. And last but not least, the carbon exhaust tips. And now, the exhaust has got its full upgrade. Now I've just got to fit the strut brace in the middle, an aftermarket one sent to us by Scorpion, which completes the underneath of this car. And check this out, one back box, and then it's pretty much a straight pipe all the way to the turbos now. Let's see how this thing sounds.
I'm scared.
So am I.
I'm just really worried about the sound because it's just... But we're not doing it, we're doing it for performance, man. We're doing it for performance. Oh!
Okay. That's alright.
That's alright. That is... Valves closed. Valves open. It's not one of my better sounding cars, but it's nothing to do with the exhaust. Like, I've used Scorpion exhaust on a lot of cars, but these BMWs just don't sound very good.
Now the engine can exhale the gases quicker.
We want it to be able to inhale the gases quicker, and that's why we have got an Eventuri intake. I'm just going to say like that to annoy people.
A full Eventuri induction kit. This thing looks incredible. Anything that could be made carbon fibre is carbon fibre. And it comes with some extra goodies as well.
Oh, that looks sick.
That's going to add like 10 brake, I think.
A massive thanks to Imran at Evolve for sending this induction kit out. Of course I wasn't going to say no to this one.
See, things like this slow the air down. Because I know it's meant to move and be rigid, but any roughness slows air down. It's like, you got to think of air like water, and if water touches roughness, it creates waves. Waves are not good. We want smooth airflow. And that is a quote by Adrian Newey.
I was literally about to say, are you Adrian Newey?
The smoother the airway that the air can flow into the engine, the faster it's going to flow into it. And the faster it's going to flow into it, the more air we can get in the engine. And the more air we can get in the engine, the more power we can get from the car. So we're taking off the stock induction kit now so we can fit our upgraded one.
Look at that. So stock is coming off. That's not Adrian Newey approved. Because, look.
Ooh, drag.
Yeah, there's drag. We will be replacing it with Adrian Newey approved. Actually, are we allowed to say that?
In your opinion.
Yeah, in my opinion, this is Adrian Newey approved because look at that.
Oh.
Smooth airflow, wind tunnel tested, Eventuri effect again.
Ooh.
I mean Eventuri. Do you know what the Eventuri effect is?
Lots of carbon.
Do you know a perfect example is when you've got a hose pipe and it's a big hose pipe and the water's coming out really slow, but if you squeeze the end of the hose pipe it goes psh, shoots fast on it because something big is going into something small, so it makes it speed up, and that is exactly what we're doing here with air.
That's a great analogy, I have to say.
Did you understand that?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah, thanks.
And that's the exact reason why Eventuri fit their cone filters with the big side of the cone facing outwards to create that sort of hose pipe effect to try and speed the air up into the engine. The only reason I can see why the manufacturer's intake kits aren't as good as these aftermarket ones is due to cost, mass production, and sometimes even emissions. Now I've got to fit this silicone hose, which is ribbed, but that's only because the engine does move around when you accelerate and brake. So there's got to be some sort of play in the induction kit to make sure no hoses pull off or break under load. And next thing to go on is this huge carbon pipe with the air filter fitted into it as well. I'm going to bolt all this down using the same OEM marks, then I can fit the other air filter on the other side. Again, they use the same cone filters each side. Now let's see what this sounds like.
More carbon. I think this is extra.
Well, that looks sick.
Boom.
The whole engine
The
base
whole,
is
yeah,
carbon.
it's literally how much carbon, yes.
What do you think, Freddie?
This is dope. This is really, really cool.
So not only has this induction kit completely transformed the engine bay, we should have a pretty big increase in power as well. But before we find that out, I want to hear what it sounds like now.
Let's hear the noise. I don't know if it's going to make much noise revving. I think it's going to be more like underloaded here, this. But we'll see, we'll see. Ready?
Ready? Oh yeah, you can hear that. Oh yeah, that's well loud.
Oh yeah! Whoosh!
Sounds a lot better.
Oh, you can hear the suction on that. So it makes noise.
It definitely makes noise.
Okay, are we on to the next performance modification?
What's the next performance modification, Matthew?
Let me show you.
Now it's known on the G80 M3 that the ride height at the rear sits pretty nice, but the front on the other hand sits quite high.
You could fit a small child in there, but we've got an answer for both. Big shout out to Auto ID for most of the mods on this car. This is MSS springs for me.
These springs replace the stock springs with the adjustable ones. That means we can adjust the ride height whilst keeping the stock damper. But to show you guys the differences, the first thing I've got to do is remove the stock suspension. This electrical connector here going to the stock damper is used for the adaptive suspension. The computer will tell the suspension when to be stiff and when to be soft for comfort. And we're going to get to keep that with these springs.
This is a quarter drive ratchet, aka hub spreading tool, and it always fits perfect there in between the shocks like that, and then when you turn it, and that's going to spread the hub, so this comes out now.
Once the hub is spread, you'll be able to push with downwards pressure and wiggle the whole hub assembly from the shock absorber.
Downwards pressure.
Downwards pressure on the hub.
That's upwards pressure.
Yeah, but upwards pressure's working. Yes! That instruction manual, that gets thrown in the bin.
With no help from the instruction manual, I finally got the shock absorber and the spring out. Now all I've got to do is separate the spring from the shock absorber. Don't try this one at home.
Yeah. Ready, guys? Years of experience.
That was pretty smooth, to be fair. I'll give you
Years of
that.
experience in a restaurant car park.
But it seems Freddie didn't like my technique of taking the spring off the damper.
That's how I do it. This is you need.
Can you see any spring
You need
compressions
years
around
of
there?
experience, and what you do is you stand on it like this.
Dude, that's wild. That's so wild.
Do you know what I've noticed with any American YouTube channel? They are really like safe compared to UK people.
Yeah, because that can kill you.
Yeah.
That can like actually kill you.
Do you know why I think that is? NHS. We've got to knock this spring seat off because we're no longer using that spring seat. The new spring seat is on the MSS springs, so that will slide onto the damper. But if we don't mark where this drop link area goes here, then we could put the new spring seat on in the wrong area, which would mean then the damper goes in and the drop link could not line up correctly.
Now it's on with a new spring seat, which we need to slide onto the damper in the same place the stock one was in. Knock that one down.
Then this goes on, helper spring, yeah? Boom. Then this is gonna go on.
In goes the dust cover and the new bump stop, and then finally the original top mount goes on to clamp it all down.
Push it harder!
Now we do actually have spring compressors, but we decided not to use them.
I could have a break.
And there it is, one completed stock damper with the MSS adjustable spring on it. All I've got to do now is slide it back into place, push the damper into the wheel hub, tighten the bolts up at the bottom and the top mount bolts as well. After that, I've got to connect the electrical connector back up to the damper, and that's job done up here. Let's see if it works. Okay, so apparently in the instruction manual, which we've completely ignored all the way through, it says you need 10mm spacers because the wheels will hit the MSS new spring seats if you're using stock wheels. I would like to test that before we go and put some 10mm spacers on, although we will be upgrading the wheels later in the video. Oh, yeah.
Is it rubbing?
Listen.
Oh yeah.
You hear it? Just here, you can. Oh yeah, that is on the straw. So, luckily, we like to keep spares. I don't know how we've got these or why we've got these, but I've got some. What do you say? 10mm, 12mm? Don't know. But they're going on. This should give us enough clearance for the front wheel. The only thing is, we just hope we've done it the right height. Looks exactly the same. At least that is not rubbing. At least I can drive it like that and we can adjust it when we get the new wheels. Now onto the rear. Off comes the drop link for the headlight sensor. Then we've got to disconnect the rear arm, which holds the spring. Now the back should be easier than the fronts. There's a lot less suspension on the back, but we later find something which puts a massive spanner in the works. Now we've taken out the bolt for the strut and the bottom arm, I can slide away the rear spring now, as easy as that. And remember, we're only changing the rear spring here. You can see how much shorter the MSS setup is now, and that black collar is the adjuster. This goes in between the orange spring and the black spring. The more we wind out that black collar, the higher the rear of the car will be. And we already know that the rear of the car doesn't need to really be changed too much, because they're quite a nice height from standard. So whilst my dad's putting together the left side of the suspension, I started doing the right side. And that is the rear end, pretty much complete. Now we can finish off the little jobs like the arch lining on the front and the rear, and bit by bit, this BMW M3 is coming together. Who would have known it had been in a huge accident? Finally, we can put the wheels on, lower it down, and check the ride height. Come on then.
No.
Yeah, I think it looks, the front's a little high.
Once the park brake comes off, that will lower loads.
You reckon?
It lowered loads last time. It was lowered by like that much. It was crazy. Back now. Talking.
Oh my days! The plan was, after this, to go to Wheelmania to pick up some new wheels. But after I took it for a little test drive around the car park, I noticed something wrong at the back. We have an issue which we didn't spot, and now we've spotted because I took it out on a test drive and it was making a weird noise. And if we look here at this lower arm, it is nice and, well, straight. But then if we look at this arm here, somehow we didn't notice, but this kind of bows in the middle, and that's one thing that we haven't replaced. So, nightmare, something that we completely missed. Not only that, the bottom of the shock absorber also had a kink in it from the accident. I don't know how we missed all of this. So now we need to replace both of them, but first, we should go and collect the wheels. So, we're at Wheelmania. Normally, we bring the car here to have the wheels fitted, but it's not gone to plan today, so we're going to have to pick up the wheels from Wheelmania, then go back and fit them. Obviously here they do all the wheel refurbs and the brand new wheels as well, which is what I've come to collect. I've not seen them yet. The guys have got them upstairs, and we're hoping this all goes to plan as well. But every time Wheelmania, it's normally 10-10 and they normally fit perfectly. So let's go check out the wheels for the BMW M3. We've gone for a slightly different size. Oh, with the MA centre caps as well. 20-inch, these are going to be
wild.
Standard on the M3 at the minute, and 19-inch wheels on the front and 20-inch on the back. We're upgrading it for 20-inch all round. And to top of that, these are fully customised wheels, which Wheelmania have put my own logo in. These are gonna look crazy.
I've been coming here since literally the dawn of day, and they get it right every single time. So link is in the description. Click the WhatsApp number, WhatsApp the guys, get your wheels sorted, or get them refurbed if you've curbed them.
I can't wait to see what these look like on the car. It's a brave colour choice against the red, but let's see if they work.
Wheels in. Back to the BMW now to finally fix it, and some more modifications before we fix it, I think, as well. Not performance though, styling. Back at the workshop. Okay, we've discovered bent arm, bent strut. At least we've discovered it and not out on track. Bent wheel as well. What we're gonna do to fix that is put on body kits.
No, really, we are. We're gonna have to go to BMW to collect the strut and the lower arm, so in the meantime, we're gonna do some more modifications.
Oh, let's do what?
Flush the opposite way in Australia.
They don't. They absolutely. They do
Yeah,
not
because
do.
they're down under, so it makes sense.
That doesn't make any sense. That's not how physics works.
No, it is.
It's not.
So ours goes to the right and ours goes to the left.
Oh, I forgot he's American. He's like a flat earther.
I've never seen the ice wall, but it's out there.
The way we're gonna fit this Adro front splitter is line it up, clamp it to the bumper, and then drill some holes through the splitter and the bumper. After that, we take the splitter back down, and we're gonna insert some riv nuts.
Look at that.
That's not bad.
That is absolute legitness of the legitness.
With these riv nuts being inserted in multiple places at the bottom of the bumper, we're going to get OEM style threads in the lower half of the bumper now. So we can use bolts to screw the splitter into the bumper. That way if we ever damage it in future, we can just unbolt it and fit a new one. But hopefully we don't.
Look at that. That's added extra.
Downforce.
Yeah, how many kilograms downforce?
600.
600 kilograms
Jesus,
of downforce.
that's a lot of downforce.
Yeah, it's a lot of downforce. I do think this is actually going to look really nice because it's quite. It's not an aggressive like mad splitter. Yeah, I think it is going to.
I think it needed it.
It definitely did need it. I know what else it needs now. Spoiler. Next mod, more aero. This is going to help us beat the Lamborghini Performante. From Adro again, Auto ID. Oh, that does look a lot better. TBH IMO. Look at that.
Does that just go right on top?
No.
How much downforce does that add?
At least like 1,200. Oh, 600 as well.
Oh my god, we've gained 1,200 kilos of downforce. Straight out of Birmingham.
Straight out of Adrian Newey's locker.
Oh yeah.
First step, heat up the stock spoiler. This is just going to hopefully loosen the adhesive between the spoiler and the boot lid. Then we can wait to these plastic trims in between the two of them to pull it off.
Yeah.
The next step, we've got to clean the surface, get all of this adhesive off the boot lid so we get a nice clean surface to stick the new one to. Now the spoiler does come with some tape at the bottom of it, but just to take extra precaution, I'm going to use some Tiger Seal between it as well. As I've always fitted spoilers on my cars before using Tiger Seal, and neither of them have ever come off. So we're not going to be changing anything here. Then we can position the spoiler and look at the results. We've added exhaust, we've added induction kit, we've added suspension, we've added aero, and now it's time to add wheels and tyres. Let's go. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I'm hoping that we don't have to run a wheel spacer on the new wheels, like the stock ones, to clear the suspension on the inside, now that it has a thicker strut because of those springs.
We have clearance. We have clearance.
Great news. Now let's see how it looks.
That looks sick. Look at that front end now.
Oh yeah, we got yellow headlights. That looks crazy. Yeah, man. That looks sick.
It is really coming together now. Who would have thought it'd ever look this good? But we're not finished yet. On to the side skirts. we've got these Adro carbon side skirts, which I think is going to top it off. It is going to nicely join the front splitter into the side of the car. These are full carbon fibre. And now that we've got the car on the wheels and rolling, they're much easier to fit this way.
Oh, yeah. That is nice.
That is sexy. Wheelmania have smashed it yet again. Look at the transformation of this scene. Arrive at B&W. Hopefully they are going to save the day with our broken damper and broken bottom arm, and I just hope and pray that that is our only issues, and I don't know how we missed it. Rear damper,
And that's
rear arm,
bushes.
and bolts. Wicked.
Yeah.
Cheers. Around £700 later, we've got the arm and we've got the damper. Now to Illumi Motorsport, or Illumi, however you pronounce it. We already had the car booked in here to have a four-wheel alignment after we'd fitted all the suspension and wheels, but now it looks like they've got to fit the damper and the arm as well. We need that rear arm doing, we need that strut doing, and then also we're going to get a proper four-wheel alignment to give us the best chance at beating this Lamborghini Performance tomorrow. Let's get it in the ramp, see the damage. These guys are based at Donington Racetrack, and they set up a lot of the race cars there. And with these guys setting up all the suspension and the alignment from now, we're going to have the best chance at beating that Lamborghini. First thing Rob's got to do though is replace that bottom arm. He's loosened all three bolts holding it to the car, and now you can see the difference between the two. This is the Boeing 747. Next thing coming off is the electronic damper. Couple of bolts holding it to the chassis, then it's out. This was around £590. I don't know how we missed this kink in the bottom of it before. You can see what it's supposed to look like here. Rob's now got to transfer over some of the parts off the old damper onto the new one, and then he can begin refitting it into place, the same way he took it off. Then he can move back onto the lower arm. We also got all new bolts for it as well. Once the arm goes in, he has to slide in the new MSS springs as well, put the lower bolt in for the damper, tighten it all up, and that is job done at the bottom. But you can see a lot of this is adjustable using this bolt here. That's the next job. Okay, we're all on, but we're going to find out now whether everything is actually straight. I'm kind of regretting not replacing everything like we said we was going to do, but we've pretty much replaced everything apart from the wheel hub. Now it's going to go into the wheel alignment rack thingy, and we're going to see how far out it is and see if we can get it perfectly straight, ready for the dyno. First, the guys check the tyre pressure on each corner and make sure they're all the same and at a good operating pressure. Then they move on to putting the wheel alignment kit on each wheel, making sure the steering wheel's bang straight in the middle, and then they can see everything on this screen and how far out all of the wheels are. And the back left was pretty far out. This is something that I didn't know. It's measured in time.
So because we're measuring in degrees and minutes, you've got 60 minutes in a degree. So actually that's quite close to 2 degrees. That is 1.5 degrees. Obviously this is the side that we've replaced everything at the back, so I'm not surprised that they're all out.
Yeah.
So that's showing 10 minutes tow out. 15 minutes is 1/4 degree. So you've got just under 1/4 degree of tow out.
Okay. And we've got about an hour and a half on the front. So you get the idea. Everything's measured so closely to one another. So now the guys are adjusting it each side to get it perfect. And because I've added those aftermarket springs, we're not at the stock ride height, which means we're not going to get the stock figures on the alignment. This was it before, and now this was it after. In fact, we've got a much more aggressive setup, which is actually going to be perfect for us on the track. The guys took it out for a quick test drive to make sure everything was perfect, and gave us the all clear. Thanks Illumi Motorsport. Now we're at Mallory Performance. We've got an engine light on the dashboard because the car isn't happy about the modifications we've made. So right now the M3 is going on the dyno so Phil can tune the car so it knows it's got all these extra modifications. Then it can make the most out of them. Standard, these are 510 horsepower. Let's see what it runs. Fan is going on. Air sucks from here, sucks it all back, pulls it through here. 510 to beat, first run. Put my seatbelt on.
we go. 551?
No way!
Miles off.
551 horsepower straight out the bat.
551.
With 700 newton meters of torque.
700 newton meters. We're not in any limit.
We've got a good start.
I like that start.
We've got a good start.
That's hot as well. Obviously another one's going to drop a little bit.
Do you reckon we'll get it over 600 with a...
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. 551 to beat. So it's a good start from the BMW M3